Hey, this is Gary Hibbs with Unleash the Lead. Hey, Unleash the Lead community, thanks for tuning in. The word from the chair is openness. Openness, yeah, that's like taking suggestions. Last week we talked about the acronym HOW. How do you heal? How do you improve? How do you recover? And HOW spells how. Last week we took on the letter H for honesty. And this week, the word is openness with the O. You know, you got to be honest with where you are. And then if you want some help, you got to be open to suggestions. You know, one of my favorite proverbs, and there's a number of proverbs that talk about, we need counsel. We can't do it on our own. You know, a lot of people just want to be independent. But you know what? We do nothing independently. We need community. We've talked about that before. We need each other. We need to connect and have community. So no one is truly independent. We are interdependent. And Proverbs 20:18 says that plans are established by seeking advice. So if you wage war, and I would say if you're waging war on a problem that you have, not necessarily with people, but waging war, maybe a bad habit or something like that, an addiction, you need to obtain guidance. We need to be in the middle of community and people who have gone on before. You know, that's what leaders do. When you follow a leader or a mentor, it's because they've been down that road before and they can give you good and wise counsel. You know, we live in a culture and a society where so much is about and stressed about being independent, in the United States, the rugged, independent individual kind of epitomized by John Wayne. You know, you do it on your own. I don't need anybody. I don't need anybody's advice. I don't need even counseling or therapy, is seen as a bad thing, but actually those are good things because you're getting help. And what keeps us in the way of that? It's pride. It's thinking that we can just do it on our own. And for me, it was just trying to be God, trying to control everything, and when I was fearful, I didn't want people to know where I was. I wasn't even honest with myself. But when you open up and you are open with openness, that's what it's about. You take guidance from other people. It doesn't mean you take everybody's advice, but for me, I know that there is a right and a wrong. I do get guidance from Scripture, which I believe is God's word, and it's inspired and really tells us what the truth is about the world. So I put it up against the Scripture if I get counsel or advice, and that's important for me. But is there objective truth out there? I don't see how we can live without seeking after objective truth and being open to it. And that comes from people, that have gone down the road that we find ourselves on right now. So get that guidance. Don't be too proud. Don't try to be God. Don't try to control everything yourself. There's another proverb. It's in Proverbs 15. Proverbs 15:22 says, plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Or Proverbs 11:14. There's a number of proverbs on this. Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So get counsel, be open, take suggestions. I hope that's where you find yourself. And we'll be talking about that this Sunday at 7:30 for our 30-minute meeting with the rest of like-minded people here with the Unleashed to Lead community. Thanks for tuning in.